Hey, what up guys? And in this one, we're headed to the golf garage to watch James. He's going to take a lesson from Matt. That being said, this is going to be a mini series where I go around and either myself or someone else will take a lesson from a Bay Area instructor, and then we'll have them on the podcast a week later or so to talk about their experience, to kind of help you, maybe get a feel for how each instructor's teaching style is. And, it also gives publicity to that instructor as well. We're going to pay for these lessons. There's not going to be any freebies given out. So this will be a legitimate lesson. And that being said, let's go to the golf garage and see how James did. One thing to note is I will say James has definitely improved after getting this specific lesson, and we'll talk about it on the podcast. So just want to tell you that he has seen results, but your results may vary with, a lot of instructors. It really is up to how much practice you put, how well, the concepts click with that instructor, and obviously the results on the course. So yeah, just want to say that before we get into it.
Let's see what we got today.
Is left the normal miss?
Kind of recently, actually.
Okay.
But that yardage is wild.
Is what, wild high,
Wild
low?
high.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah, wild high.
you struck it. I mean, ball speed's 112, and you swung at 78 miles an hour, almost 79. So, it's just the face was just dead shut when you got there.
Yep.
Now, then again, pulls are going to go longer than. So just hit a couple more, warm up, and then we'll kind of give it a breakdown. Is that the typical miss?
That's more what I'm used to seeing.
Okay. So that it's going to
Yeah.
be 5-8. Okay, I see that. All right, one more, we'll break it down. All right, so let's break this down. Come on over. What I see is I see an aggressiveness from the top, right, of your downswing. When we get here, it's very much like, I don't mind this little squat move, right? But there's this extension right here trying to smash at it is where you pull it across the line, right? And this right foot is locked into the ground. And I'm telling you, just by looking at this, my back hurts.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta relieve some of this stress right here, right? That's what I wanna do. I'm gonna do that by changing the takeaway a little bit as well. Notice how you kind of get these arms swinging back behind you before this chest starts to turn, right? So you kind of cheat the backswing, you recover well. Like, I don't mind this position, but I can't have that motion. Instead of getting here and turning away and then setting, you're going, and then you turn late. You recover well, but still the club then becomes a little bit too close to the top that way, right? But the bigger issue is going to be you getting here and this club coming down this way. Like this club comes down right on top of the shoulder, right? But the minute it gets over the shoulder, it's pushing out. Now, if we break it down, the one you hit right, it's a very similar backswing. We tug the arms back. We get this going down and across, but this time, instead of closing it, I was too late, and I cut across it at 5.8, and then I hit that fade back, right? So we have a transition issue and a backswing issue. Hopefully the backswing is going to take care of some of the transition, but we're going to find out, because we need to be building the transition. Like, you come out of, like, you're shot out of a cannon, right? Where you get here and it's all this speed here, or we're really trying to, like, sit in and then rotate around and build speed as we go, okay? So let's go ahead. Let's fix the backswing first. Now, I need this to stay outside the hands. There, see that tape? All I'm trying to do is get that tape from here to here. Okay? There you go. Then I can fold. Now I'm set. I don't need as much of this for you.
Okay.
This is fine. Okay? All right? So give me that motion. Your only thought is get that to there without moving that structure. Perfect. Now hinge. Now hinge. There you go. Okay, there you go. Okay. All right, let's do it again. I'm going to videotape this. 1 second. All right, ready?
Okay, take a swing.
Nope,
Oh,
just the
sorry,
backswing. Okay. There you go. So when we see this move here, watch how now this turns away together. See how that chest is turning, setting, and still that shoulder needs to move even more. Right? This shoulder, by the time we get here, that shoulder's got to be like, it's got to feel like it's there. Okay. So I just want a bigger shoulder turn away. There you go. Okay. Do it again for me. There. Right. Now when you get here, you can hinge the same exact way you did before.
Okay.
Right? You can set the club in the same exact position you did before. The only thing I'm doing is I'm not letting you go like this. I'm forcing you to go like this, right? So we had a ball. You tend to go like this. Okay? And I'm asking you to go like this. Right? There. See that? See how everything turned together? So normally, you'd like to go like this. Take it back. See how those hands get instantly there, and then you would just kind of pick them up and you would get here.
And then I have to go
Right?
over the top.
I want the center of that chest turning around itself, turning around the spine. There you go. Boom. There. Now we can hinge. Okay, but see how that moves together this way? Right? We're loading the body better there. Right? Now, grab your club. And what club do you have there?
8 iron.
That's 8. Okay, cool. Do it again. There. Now hinge. Don't forget to hinge. Okay. Back and stop. Turn, hinge, stop. Hinge, hinge. There you go. There. Get this away from you. What I like to see is this. See the distance between your hands and your sternum? It's the same distance.
I see.
Okay. So the more I get this in, the more I collapse my arc, the more I have to push this club back out on my arc on the way down, because this arm will swing extended.
Yep.
Okay? So if I can keep it there, I can get this thing to move back, hinge. Now I'm in a position here. Okay? All right, swing back and stop. There you go. Hinge. There you go. Right? This is square. This is square. This is not cupped.
Yep.
But if you look at the difference of where this club face is at the top, that club face is perfect. But the minute you go like this, that club face is closed. Right? And then especially if you close and you come this way, this is going that way. But then if this is closed, and then you realize, man, I don't want to hit it left, and then you're going to hold on, and that thing is now open, right?
Yep.
So I need that thing more square. Now, would I rather have you closed than open? Yes, there's plenty of people with closed clubs at the top. I'm one of them, right? But you got to understand what the compensation move is to that move, and it's not this move, okay?
Do you think my grip was a little too weak to start, or?
No, I think your grip is fine. I like your left hand. Like,
Okay.
I like the grip because when you get to the top, it's square and this is square. You don't have to feel like this, and you don't have to feel cupped.
Sure. Okay.
Okay? There. See that right there?
Yeah,
There,
yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
Okay? So I want to show you something. Take your right hand off the club,
Yep.
and your left hand here. Relax. See that? That's my issue. Because you should allow this to go like this.
I see.
Okay? So if I took this club in my left hand and I swung it back, it's going to hinge. Okay, it's going to hinge, right? So I say you do this, and you're instantly like,
I see. Hinge.
you're
hinge,
trying
hinge
to
this-
bow that wrist. You're trying to get a little DJ on me when we don't need you DJ right now, right? I need this to be able to do this, because this is how we're going to release the club on the way down.
I see.
Okay.
I think when I first started, I was always like cupped, so I'm always trying to like make sure I'm
bow
not
it, yeah.
cupped anymore. So maybe I'm like over.
It's a little bit
Overcompensating
overcompensating
now.
right? So I would like to see, like, so for something like you, or something like a position like this, I would say like this, right? Just so we can understand how that club, we can get it hinged a little bit even earlier so you can feel it, right?
Yeah.
Is go ahead and take that and just grip it normal. Right, and I'm going to put a ball right here. I'm going to put a ball right on the inside line, right about 8 inches in right here, right? So now I want you to go ahead and take this club back, and I want you to go outside of it,
And then
point that at it, right? And then this is hinged, right?
Got it.
And then all I have to do is complete the turn. Now this club is ready for delivery, right? But if I told you to do what I wanted you to do right now with this position, I would teach you to do it correctly, and you'd still just snap hook them left, right? So I need to fix this position first, okay? So again, we're not going to hit a ball.
Yep.
I'm going to go over that with a head, and then now hinge it. See what I'm saying right there?
Yeah,
See how
I
this
just
one wants to,
twist
like,
it, yeah.
exactly, get this there, right there, okay? Now from there, right? From there, okay? So start at the bottom, get it to point at the tee, take a little pause, and then swing through. So turn and set. There, see that right there? There it is. It's like this, right? You got these forearms wanting to cross. It's a do you have a job where you're in control?
Control of
Like,
Microsoft Excel.
Because people who generally have jobs that are in control cannot give control, like let go of control of the club face, right? So you're trying to go like this, where I need this to go like this, okay? So let's do it again, right? I'm going to set this one for you up. We're going to hinge it hard right there. See that position? That's a position I want, right? That's a position of the wrists I want, right? Your body's a little bit out of whack right now, but I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about this. Now just swing through. Go.
Hit the ball?
Yep, just swing. There you go. Now, club face at the top is much better in this position. And now look, the delivery position as a byproduct of the club being in a better position was better. We kind of turned it a little late, but you were able to get this club, so we can compare this, and we don't have it hinged, and you see that club face at the top?
Yep.
That thing is too shut. So too shut is going to want you to go like this, and square is going to allow you to go more here, right? You give me a turn. Like, I love this setup right here. Like, I love this right arm position. Like, I love all of this. Like, I think this is solid. I just need that turned out of the way a little bit more, and I'm good to go. All right, let's do it one more time. Over the ball, set. There you go. It's right there. So this right here, by the time this gets left arm parallel, this should be here.
Okay.
Yeah, how tight are those hands? How tight are those hands?
Really tight.
Yeah, all right. So you can go, if 10 is as tight as you can hold on to, 4, right? 4. Right, there you go, right there.
Okay.
Right. Hit that ball. There we go. I added this to force the plane, and watch where this club goes down under. There, see that? See how just by doing that, we got this club to be 90 degrees to the spine. Things travel faster at 90 degrees. Meaning, I'll kind of give you an example. If I had this club right here and I have a string tied to it with a little weight, right? And I started doing this and that string started going like this super fast. It's going to swing fastest 90 degrees to the access point. Your spine is the access point, right? So if I can get this back drop down at 90 degrees, this is going to turn faster coming through the ball, right? It's going to turn a whole lot faster than this going like this and then moving down and across it. Okay, okay, let's do it again. And this time, no pause.
No pause?
No pause, right? But make sure by the time you were left arm parallel, I want that too, like turn it back, hinge, and that's where I want you set. There you go, right there. Okay? If you'd like, you can turn that club over a little bit more, or you can turn that left hand over a little bit more. The left hand is slightly weak, but if you turn that left hand over more, and you don't hinge, and you bow, then that club's going to be even more shut at the top. Okay? Turn and hinge, and then go. Go. Okay? Ooh, we did it. We did it. Now let's fix the exit. Okay? This issue is you have this like attack motion from the top. So we have this here. We set that club better, right? And see this motion right here? This smash motion that way. Okay, go ahead and take setup.
See, I'm not the first person to beat on this thing.
Oh, no. No, this is one of my favorites. Right, so you're going to take it back low and slow, and you're going to hinge that thing. Make sure you point that tee. Let's put this golf ball back for you, right? And I only want you to hit this, let's say, 75 yards, right? So you're going to take it low and slow and stop. There you go. There we go. 75 yards, dead left 107. Okay, now let's see what we got here. Path on the way back, set, love it. Path on the way down, set, love it. Right? All you have is a little flip at the bottom. Right? What we fixed, see the tempo here? Like, I really like everything about this. I just need you to get this left side and push off that right foot a little quicker to get that club head not to shut nearly as fast. Right? But look at this. Like, look at this cleanliness of this turn now, right? This right here is the way your body should move when you're swinging 100%, right? That body shouldn't lunge down, right? The difference between this and the lunger, right, is this. You watch this go lunge and then push, right? You pushed out. Where we compare that to this here, and you go back, right, club head a little bit shut, and this club drops well down, like into this solid delivery position. Great spot at impact, and it's just flipped shut on the way through. I'm going to add one more little piece, and we're going to hit some bunters, right? So I'm going to go like this, right? So go ahead and take your setup. When you exit, I want you to concentrate on, we're moving this way. There we go. Right? We're moving this way. The hands are in the inside of this green line. The head is to the outside of this green line. And then we're going to be out to the finish. I don't want this getting here and this immediately going this way like this. Okay. Right? If I push this out on this line, I can finish here.
And I'm already off my back foot.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'd love for you to be off that back foot, right?
Okay.
Because that's my goal. My goal is for you. We go like this. This is going to get you, right? But I don't want you. I need you here, right? I don't want you lunging forward, back. There you go. You give me that, good things are going to happen. Okay. So give me a couple of practice swings where you take it back to here, and then work this. Finish. Back to there. Back to the golf ball and stop. There you go. Again, through. And I'm not wanting to do this with my hands. I'm wanting to do it with my body as I turn. Yeah. As I turn. There you go. Right there. Okay. There you go. Okay. Hey, look. You're off that back. You're like, whoa, I don't know what to do here. What is this feeling? Right? So again, head of the golf club outside the green line, hands on the inside of the green line, and pivot. Right? Just from there, you should be able to pivot forward. Right? There you go, right there. And you don't need to reach. You don't need to reach. Just there. That's it. Right? And that's going to hold this golf club much more square and stable as it exits the ball. Right? As it exits after you strike, the head stays on the outside of that green and the hands stay to the inside. There. See that? Path, everything's on line. Club's on path, hands are on path. Shoulders in the same tilt. Right? But if I get here and I'm trying to smash down this way and this pushes out, not only are you going to hit this, but this is going to go this way in a rapid fashion, and that club face is going to be dead shut. So I want you to hit me something that goes 50 yards, okay? And I want you to hold this position when you're done, right? I don't want this, especially no. Okay, right there. Okay? So essentially what I'm asking for is I'm asking for you to go here, stand right over here. I'm saying we're going to get here. I'm going to get out. I'm gonna stop right here. When I get out, see how the hands, my hands are moving to the left, head staying to the right, and I'm finishing out in front of me over here. Okay, right? You have this stomp move this way, which pushes this club out, which is gonna make it just completely shut by the time I get there. All right, so give me a practice swing, please. So take it back only to the golf ball and give me the exit. There you go. Turn. There, right there. Do it again. And again, I don't need to reach. Yeah. All you got to do is turn. You're going to have a little arch in your back right here. There you go. Go back. And then go forward. There. Stand up. Stand up. There you go. See that? There. Back. Go. There. Again, see this knee kind of, you got like this stinky right leg, right? I want you to go, boom, we're posting, setting.
It's like stand up on.
Yep, I need that. I need you to pivot, right? Because that's your job is to pivot, right?
Yeah.
Your job is to get here. And once you get here, this left hip goes sideways. And then you see that left leg go out? See how much weight gets to that left heel?
Yep.
And look how when I push that weight to the left heel, how easy it was for you to get off that right foot. Okay? But if I go like this, stanky leg, stanky leg, stanky leg, then you're going to be here. Okay? So back to the golf ball and pivot out to the finish. There, right there. And again, I just don't need, I want a little structure here. I don't want to say hold on tight, but I just want you to hold on here.
Yeah, just.
There you go. Back. There you go. Start it to the right of the foam. No more than, let's say, 50 yards. Pivot. Not bad. A little left. Let's see where the line is. Back. Much better turn. Much better turn. We're off that back foot. I'm a little bit too forward this way. That's why I want this to kind of come up. That gets the knees closer together as well. But that's super solid, right? And notice that the golf club wasn't closing at an alarming rate. Okay, so do it again. No more than 50. And I'm saying, boom, pivot, hold. Back, pivot, hold, right? A little handsy. That means that thing's going left, right? You managed to get 10 degrees from the outside from halfway back, because watch this thing want to push out, right? And I need it to push under, which now means I need to make this harder. Pivot. There you go. Weird, bro. Okay?
Weird.
But watch what I got you to do. Take it back. Set it. Look at that turn through. Look at that pivot. Look at you get off of that foot. I want you to watch the difference in exits. Here, you're down, you're pushed out over the top. Where here, you're on plane. You're turned out of the way. Just even that there. See you roll off onto the instep here? Like what a great Rory McIlroy, like right foot position here, which you are. This heel is just dug in the cement, right? And if this heel stays down, this club is flipping closed, right? And then you exit and we lose the elbow, and then you're kind of cheating that finish. Where this, I push through and everything rotates together. Let's hit it at 100, right? Let's pop it out there 100 yards, right? So how do I pop it out there? Yeah, I'm just going to take it back a little bit further, but I'm really going to work that pivot, right? I'm going to work the turn through the ball, right? And I don't need to be like this, right? I'm not trying to get here, right? There's a big misconception of like fire the hips, right? Because everybody gets here and they go, oh, fire the hips, and then this goes like this, right? You turn your hips 45, your shoulders are already turning 90. If you literally turn the center, your shoulders are going to be still closed. Your hips are always going to be ahead, right? So I don't want you to feel like you have to go like, ooh, here, right? But I do want you to feel like I got this ball, right? Remember how we did this with the ball? Now I do this with the ball, right? There, right there. A little bit more structure, right? A little bit more force with that midsection turning through, right? All right, let's do it, right? There we go. Take it back, and I want you to hold this same finish position here, 100 yards right here. Okay? Back, go. Not bad. Flipped it through impact. Not bad, though. Pivot. Not bad. Strange stuff, man.
Strange
stuff. Everything that you're doing can be recreated at a faster speed, but it's got to be in the same sequence pattern. That sequence pattern is this turn to explode through, right? So if I get this, I'm changing so many angles right here, right? Let's do it again. Again, 125. 125, which means I'm going to have to turn through harder, right? Back, just turn through harder. Yes, I was going to say something that started with an F, but yes, right? There's your 115, right? Okay?
Miracle. Yeah, not just...
Right? And again, you want to go at this harder from here, right? Go at it hard, but you better turn through it hard, right? Back, turn through it. Okay?
No, that felt old.
Barely. Okay? It's rushed, okay?
Yeah.
If we were swinging a rope with like a orange tied to the end of it, right? I'd have to swing the weight on the end of the arc. Right? I'd have to swing the weight on the end of the arc, and I'm trying to speed it up as I come through. Right? Your tempo would smack in the back of the, right? Because that's it. It's just immediate, like, I gotta go, right? Where it's gotta be a build, a press, right? If I asked you to throw a Frisbee, you wouldn't get here and go, whoa, right? Like you'd be spun out on your back foot, and that thing would go that way. Right? If I ask you to throw a Frisbee, this left hip is going to start to turn. This left lat is going to start to turn. You're going to make this uncoiling kind of corkscrew into the ground motion, and then we explode out. It is a building of speed, right? Our club at its fastest moment is from ball forward. So if I get up here and I take off with a crap ton of speed, it doesn't matter how fast I'm going. I would have lost my maximum speed, would have been somewhere in here. So by the time I get to the golf ball, I'm slowing down.
I've already unloaded everything here.
So, but if I build speed on the way through, I'm going to be picking up speed. I'm going to be into my left side better. I'm going to compress the ball better. Ball's going to start to the right of my line and draw back to my line a whole lot more often, okay? So I want you to swing it, let's say 70 miles an hour, but I want you to get all the way through it. Again, I want a little bit slower transition to make sure we're getting this thing in the right position, and then pivot through. Hands on this side, club on this side, go. There you go. Just a little tug. Okay, get off that right side, do it again. I want that ball starting again, just right in here. That's your target. There we go. That's better. Still needs you to get out that right side a little bit more. Get into that left side and you're good, right? And again, I don't need this reach. Right? 1, 2, and then I'll just hop up and I'll just hit that little shot, right? Because I'm just trying to make sure that that stays out, right? That way I'm never going to hit that thing left, right? Because when I do that, again, everything is moving from impact. Hands are moving left, face is moving down the line, and then I can get out and I can just put the club away, right? All right, let's go. Let's say 140. Back, go. Not just a slight tug. Just a slight tug. Do it again. So that pivot's going to feel a little bit like this. Put your club down for a second and just go ahead and get into your golf posture here. You can put your left hand down. Left hand. Okay, there you go, right there. So we're going to just go closer to me, please. All right, we're going to turn right here. Okay, internal elbow. Start to push my hand. Push, push, push. What's happening to your body? It's having to pivot, right? So the better you become at pushing, this is good. This goes this way. There you go. Right? See that push? Get that left hip behind you and push hard. Right? It's going to be this. Push. Right? Push. All right, let's hit it. There we go. Okay, slight tug. That's it. Pivot through. Okay. Same thing. Pivot. Okay. Watch the speed of the hands. That's giving you the left, right? Club pat, perfect. Face angle, dead shut. I want you hands exiting left, face of the club staying down the line, right? So 1 out to here, 2 out to here. Again, hands left, face right, there you go. Okay? And I want you to do that without that reach. Tie it to the body, go. Okay, do it again. Okay, hands up. Hands up, like this. There you go, squeeze. Okay, turn back, turn through. Ah, weird. Weird, bro, weird. Look at your club path, look at your face angle. Why? Because I'm not going to let you throw hands. Harder turn. Don't throw your hands at it harder. Harder turn, guard. Okay? So if I come out and I'm like, ooh, let me guide this thing with my shoulder. This is going to go right here. Right? Turn through. There, see how now we're starting to turn through with some pop, right? Look at this guy. Now we're starting to turn through with some pop. Back. Close, do it again. Don't take off like it's coming out of a cannon. And that's gonna be that guided with my shoulder left, right? And that thing's going way left, right? You can't exit this way. This shoulder is going to stay on plane underneath this side here. So the minute you go
outside the path.
And that's what I'm saying. That keeps that club head outside of that green line. There you go. Huh.
Right.
That didn't go left. Do it again. Back, pivot. That's close. So I don't need you finishing this way. I need you finishing this way. Right? I still need that little bit of side bend. Because you finish over here, and I can tell like you're steering.
I see.
Right? We don't need to steer. Well, I mean, Sheffy does, but he's really good at it. So back, go. Okay? Watch how much I got that right leg off and how quickly I did it. Right? I am getting that thing out of the way. I need those hips out of the way. Here. That is so close with a steer. I'm telling you, it's so close, but just with a steer, right? Did that seem like 138? You barely moved at it, right? There's so much more in the tank, but you can't steer that club. Back. Okay, and that's how bad did you throw those hands, right?
I'm trying to fight someone.
How bad, like how bad did you throw those hands? Take the club, start it at address, okay? We're going to swing it back. We're going to set it with just right hand only, okay? And now I want you to swing it level like as if you were going to hit a T-ball off a, right, there you go. Okay, see that? Like, look how much this handle is leading the face of that golf club, right? And then your move from here would be like, ooh, let me steer it with this right arm. But now I no longer need to because all of this stuff is in a good position and this gets here, right? So this little move goes like this, right? I take it back, I'll give it a little loop, I'll set it here, and I'll just turn, right? And it's all predicated, there you go. Now see that right there? That right there is what I'm asking for because the handle leads as I rotate and this club gets into a super solid position, right? And I now no longer need to steer it with the right shoulder, okay? There, right there. See how you do that and it starts here, right? It starts here. Put your club down. Take this left hand only. And now I don't want you to just go like this, like wind up and just kind of toss it to me, right here. There. See how easy it was to get off that right foot? Okay? Now, put two hands on it, and I want you to take it back. I want you to toss it out to me. Back. There you go. Did you ever try to steer that with your shoulder?
Nope.
No, you just turned. There you go. Now, come and give me that same motion. Back. There you go. See that? I don't need to force it with my hands. Back, frisbee throw, right? And even that, you get here, and that frisbee throw keeps everything ahead over here, and you're like, oh, let's wait for the club to get there. I don't need to. It'll get there when it gets there. Okay? Back, go. Okay? And again, if I see this, the minute I see this right here, this club's like this, and you're left, right? You get right here and you go, oh man, I got to get this thing closed, and the hands are flipped over. So go ahead and cross this club over your chest. Yep. Come here and then just kind of tilt down, right? So if I go like this, and I say turn the lower half, so turn the lower half, there you go. See how your upper half is turning? Keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, boom, there you go. So if you turn the lower, as a byproduct, the upper is going to turn. It can't not turn. I can't get here, stall this, and get this to go all the way over. This is automatically going to turn if I'm turning this, right? But if I turn this, this is steering, right? The minute this goes down and left, this is steering, right? And all that's going to do is force you to do this. It is so ingrained into you because you kept hitting the ball that way for so long that you'd have to try to steer it back to the left. Yep. Now we need to trust that the face is now in a better position, and that if I swing correctly, the club face will be closed properly. Yep. It'll be closed with a pivot timed to a turn, not timed to you having to flick it through with your hands. All right, let's hit a couple more and we'll call it a day. Turn back, go. There you go. Turn back, turn the lower. Okay, not bad. Slightly closed, not nearly as bad. And do it again. Okay. Watch your shoulders. They just turned right over and pulled it.
Thought about pivoting, forgot about the shoulders.
That's like that's it. Like if we turn the lower, then the upper is going to return right here. You're going to hit one 50 yards. Okay, 50 yards.
That's straight.
Straight. Then I can go to 100 yards straight. Right? And if I get 100 yards straight, I can move to 125. I can then move to 150. But I need to concentrate on the line and the exit, right? But if I'm exiting and I'm following this line this way, this is going to hurt me. So if my hands are exiting out here for you, it's going to hurt. These things are going to exit on the line. They're going to stay on this path, so that way this club stays on its path and it's not shutting at an alarming rate. Not bad, I'll take it. Now give me 100. Use your hands, pivot. Okay, slow down those hands and you're going to be happy. Pivot back, pivot through, do nothing. Like that, that's solid. I don't even care if that thing went left. That was a back and a pivot, and that was solid. I need a better path, but that's solid. It was just very simple. It went here, and you're done. One more to 100. Turn through. Okay, there, yeah, not bad. Now give me 125. Back. There you go. Huh. There's your finisher. Right? There's your finisher. But that's how you go. That's how we turn. We get here, watch the pivot, boom. We're through. Look at that right side get off, right? That's how we're getting there, right? There was no attack. You want to hit this ball further, we turn faster, and then once we get up to speed, then we'll start allowing the arms to kind of sling off the chest to pick up even more power, okay? But again, if you throw hands from the beginning, that whole sequence is off. If I ask you to throw a ball, you're not getting up here and going, ooh, I can throw 90 miles an hour like this. This whole center is going to crank, right? This whole center is going to pivot, and the elbow goes external to internal to release. And that's the same thing we have to do, is we go external to internal release. Cool?
Sounds good.
All right. We need to do it more than what we were doing before in order to get this. Because if we break that habit, once we get that base, and then it's like fixing the little stuff. Yeah. Right?
Absolutely.
But that, in the beginning, is the biggest change.
All right, as you can see, You know, this is kind of a lengthy lesson. I try to pare down as much footage as possible just to give the, you know, the most important concepts across. That being said, a podcast will come out in a few weeks of James and myself talking about his lesson specifically, what he's gotten out of it, and his experience overall taking his lesson at the golf garage. So hope you guys enjoy that one. Keep chasing. I'll see you in the next one.